here. I just whipped my hair back up. In fact, I'm fixing to fix it. So you guys just come on. We're going to get started here in just about just a minute or two. And tonight, I don't know if you can tell, I look a little odd. So here's the deal. Isn't that cute? Not so much, right? But this is the after. So my attempt tonight is going to be to put this back on to look like this. Okay, so that's what we're gonna work on. This is our Pink Power Look event. So you guys, once you get on here, I want you to comment with your name. And if you're a consultant, you can comment with your name as a consultant. This hair is crazy. Or if you're a guest, you can comment your name and who invited you. Who is your Mary Kay consultant, or who's your Mary Kay friend that invited you tonight? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started here in just a second. So I'm actually streaming to a couple of different groups. Think Pink, Think Mary Kay. This is our consultant group with their guest, my unit group, and then also my Cletus Classy Click, which is my customer group. So you may be looking at either of them. So I just need to know who is on here. And we're going to do a $100 drawing for some Mary Kay at the end of the month. And just by watching this or any of the Monday night lives that we do and filling out the little form, your name is going to go into the drawing. So I want you to get in that drawing. All right. So I've taken off my makeup. I don't have any at all on this side, as you can see, right? So I'm going to actually quickly go through what I put on right after I wash my face. So in the morning, okay? So believe it or not, you're going to always start with some Mary Kay skincare. Okay, so the other day I thought I'm not using enough serums. So I decided to use them all. So I'm going to run through them really quick and just put them on. The first one I do is the Pore Minimizer. Let's see if we can get it right there. Pore Minimizer. And this obviously does exactly what it says. It helps your pores look smaller. And I have larger pores, so that is why I use it. So I just smooth it on first. This is also a part of our microdermabrasion set. It is the second part of the microderm, but I use this even when I'm not using the Refine, I use the Pore Minimizer. So I always just put that on first just to kind of get the pores looking good. Okay, so then the second thing I put on is this, and this is Tone Correcting Serum. Now, I have some discoloration in my throat here from some past sun damage. I don't know if y'all can see it. And, a few places on my face. So I just take a little bit of this. It doesn't take a lot. And I'll just smooth that on there. And I know some of you are already thinking, that's a lot of serums. You know what? If one is good, you know that 4 have to be better, right? So I just put a little bit of that on there. And then the next one I use is the Serum Plus C and E. Okay, I did a little video about these serums just maybe last week. After I read all about it, I thought, why aren't you using that? So I got it out. And so now I'm using a little bit of the Serum C Plus E. Y'all know vitamin C and E is just great for your skin. So I just put a little bit on here. And anything I do to my face, I do it down here on my throat. Okay. And I'm not worrying about my forehead tonight. We're just to make it quick. I'm just going to leave it like it is. Okay. So then the last serum is my lifting serum. This is in the Repair line. And the lifting serum is our Voluform Advanced Lifting Serum. So this tightens everything up. This is what you need if you're, in your late 40s, 50s, or if you've just had some sun damage and you need to, fix it. Okay. So I just do a couple of squirts of this. If I'm doing half my face, I'm just going to do one. And you just kind of smooth it up. That's what I always try to do. And then smooth it on your throat as well. Because this area right here, that's what we want lifted, right? So just smooth it up like that. You can also use our Skin Vigorate brush with the massage head on it. I'll show you what it looks like. So it looks like this. And you would just take it and turn it on and then just massage it in there. And that really gives you an extra boost. Okay. So that's my 4 little quick serums. It doesn't take but a second. And I smooth that on first. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to use our deep wrinkle filler. This is from the Repair line. Okay, and so I just take a little bit of this, like a little bit. I don't know if you can see, like on my finger. And then I'm just going to put it right in this little wrinkle that I have. That's because I smile so much. So I have just a little wrinkle right there, and I just pat it in there, just like that. Then I just take a little bit. I have some right here, and I pat it right there. And then I have a little wrinkle right here from drinking with a straw, of all things. Okay, and I usually have one there too, but since I'm not doing the forehead, I'll leave that one alone. So my little deep wrinkle filler. Okay, and then I got to put on, once you do the deep wrinkle filler, then you got to do your day cream. Day cream has SPF 30 in it. So I just put a little bit of this in. You could use your Miracle Set day cream, or you can use the Timewise Repair, whichever one that you use. They're all good. I like the Volume Firm because it's more for advanced signs of aging. Okay, so smooth that on. Now my skin is prepared, okay? So now I'm going to put on my eye cream, and this is the Volume Firm eye cream. And if you remember, it has the little ball. So you just take a little bit of this and squeeze it on the end, just like that. And then I'm just going to pat it on there, and then I'm going to take this rounded side and just smooth it in a little bit. And you always want to smooth in towards your nose. Okay. So as you can see, that's only taken about 5 minutes to do my skincare. I mean, like, honestly, people go, I don't have time to do all that. It just doesn't take all that much time, you know, especially if you're not talking, you can just whip it on there. Okay. So what I do like to add right before I do my foundation is this, and this is the foundation primer. It has sunscreen in it, but it just helps your skincare go on so much better. And I need another clip for this hair. Let's see if I can get this hair out of my hole. It's bothering me. Okay, so it's not going to do. So I'm going to take a little bit of the primer, like a little bit, okay? And then I'm just going to smooth it in. And this just makes, honestly, it makes your face feel like silk. And I even put a little bit on my throat too, only because I usually end up putting a little bit of foundation on there too. Okay, so I've already used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products. It takes a lot of time and money to look this young, girls. A lot of time and money. Okay, so next, now I'm ready for some foundation. So tonight I am going to use the CC cream. And the CC cream, this one is light, medium to deep. So I'm just going to take some of the CC cream, get my brush over here, and I'm going to use this foundation brush to put it on, the liquid foundation brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit and put it on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to do 1 dot because I only have half the face. So I just take my brush, take my hand as a palette like this, and then I'm just going to, it doesn't take a lot. Can y'all see? And then I'm just going to smooth it in. The neat thing about the CC cream is it adjusts to your skin tone. So in the summer or the winter, really, anytime your skin, like, you know, you're in the sun, you're out of the sun, you're this color, you're that color. It's just nice because you can just put a little layer of this on, and then it kind of adjusts to you. And I'm smoothing it on my throat too, because like I said, I have a little bit of skin discoloration there as well. Okay, and I still have some left over on my hand. It just doesn't take that much. Plus, if you're a little bit, I'm more combination. So I don't like a whole lot of it because I don't want to get too oily. Okay, if you're more of a dry girl, you can put more and it's fine. Okay, so can y'all see? It's just a nice, even coverage. It feels real lightweight. It does look a little shiny when you first do it. I've done parties, they're like, oh, I'm so shiny. So this is how I do it. So I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes, and I am going to go, well, I'm actually going to put a little bit of concealer on. So I'm going to start with just my under eye corrector. And that's right here. So I'm going to just take it and just put a little bit just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take my cream concealer brush. Is that it? And I'm just going to pat that in. I have dark circles right through here, big time. Okay, so I just pat that in, and I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. See how much better that looks already? And then I'm going to take a different concealer. This is called a perfecting concealer. And I am going to use it because I tend to have that little shadow right here. I'm going to put it right there. And I have a little, if you have any kind of little places that you need to cover up, the CC cream kind of did a good job. So I don't really feel like I need it anywhere else. So I'm just going to take my same little brush and I'm just going to pat it in. You can use a brush like this. You can also use the blending sponge and pat it like that. You can get that wet. And so either one that you like to use is great. Okay, so I'm going to kind of let that dry, and then I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. And I know that y'all remember, if you watched last week, I did a whole thing on brows. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to do it, but I just brush them up. And then I'm going to use my brunette eyebrow pencil. And I'm just going to fill in what I've got, you guys. It doesn't take that long to do your brows, but it is important. You'll see a big difference just by doing your brows. So really like boom. Now I look like I need to do the other side, right? Because I'm faded during the day. And once I finish my brows like that, I just take the cream concealer brush, or you can take a Q-tip and just kind of smooth them out. Okay, so now we are going to do, that was the brow liner, by the way. Now we're going to use a little bit of eyeshadow. So the first one I'm going to use, and I don't have my brushes over here where I need them. First one I'm going to use is called Blossom. And it's a light pink one right here. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Blossom. It's our pink look night, right? And then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to smooth it right up here under my brow. Just like that. And then a little bit on the inside. Okay, so that's step number one. Got it? Then I love these. These were the quads. This was the cool quads of the pink and the warm quads. And so I still have these in stock. Most of your consultants probably do too. And so I love these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this on the warm side, this one right here. I'm going to use that first. And so I'm going to take it, put it on my brush, and then I'm just going to take it and put it on my lid. I think it's such a pretty color. So it's the second one that's on the warm side, okay? And then I'm going to take, on the cool side, yes, I mix them. On the cool side, I'm going to use this, this third one right here that's on the cool side. I'm going to take a little bit of it, okay? And I'm going to go right here in my crease. I'm going to blend this all out real good as well. Just like that. Okay, do y'all see how I did that? And then I'm going to take this one. It's on the cool side. I just used that one. So now I'm going to go on this just a little bit darker one, the last one on the cool. And I'm just going to put a little bit right through here. Okay, so you see how it gives a little bit of a, just a little darker right here, and it kind of draws your eye up a little bit. All right, and so then what you can do is take your concealer brush and just take it and you just wipe that off just like that. And that gives you a real nice clean edge. See how that did? Just like that. Okay. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use our deep brown Mary Kay eyeliner. So I'm going to put it on. There's on the top lid and then on the bottom. Okay. And what I did tonight or today, I thought it would be really pretty to use you take the eyebrow brush. I can find it. Here it is. And on one side, you know, it has the little angle. So there's a color called Emerald Noir because this dress, it has just a little bit of emerald in it. And it's this color right here. Okay, so I'm taking just a little bit of that on this brush, just tapping it like this. And then I'm just going to go right over that deep brown because you can make this deep brown any color you want. Mary Kay used to have purple liners, they had navy liners, and they just end up doing the brown, the black, and the steely because honestly, that's how you make a green liner, just like that. Okay, and so then what we're going to do is we're going to take my eyelash curler and we're just going to curl that top lid just like this. I just hold it there for a few seconds. Okay, and then I'm going to use, I did the Emerald Noir on the top, okay? Then I'm going to use this Lash Primer. Okay, so this just helps your lashes look longer. And so I'm just put a little bit of that on first. I use this every day, no matter what kind of mascara I'm using. I use my Lash Primer. And then today I'm using this Lash Intensity mascara. I have them all in my drawer. I really like every one of them. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. And if you tend to have light colored lashes, mascara makes a big difference, you guys. Huge. And then I'm going to go through, this one has like short, and then it has long bristles. So then I'm going to take the long bristles. And I'm really not sticking it back in there. I'm just doing a second coat. And really with the Lash Intensity and the Lash Primer, 2 coats is fine. Okay. So then you might want to get a Q-tip. So I just go under. I really did a pretty fantastic job on that one. So I didn't even have to hardly clean up. But if you did, you can just clean up just a little bit. I don't like to get the liner on my wet line, so I just usually take that off. Okay, so now my foundation has dried a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my cheek color. Okay, so I am using the Wineberry cheek color, this one at the top right here. And so this is the Mary Kay cheek color brush. So I'm going to take it in here and I'm going to just kind of start in the back and then kind of on the cheek, right on the apple of the cheek. Okay, and then I'm going to, underneath it, I have, this is the glazed highlighter. So I'm going to take this and put my finger right here in this little edge here. So I've got the highlighter on the edge, and then I'm just going to put it right through here. Okay, then I've got this latte. This is the contour. Okay, so ideally I would grab a different brush, but I'm just going to use this one. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it on there. And I'm just going to do a little bit right here. You don't want to go too far down. You don't want to go way down there. So just about right up here, just kind of like a little C right here. And then I usually put some on the edge of my forehead up here. I have a little high receding hairline, so you can't see it today. And then I usually take a little bit and put right here. If you ladies that have a little bit of, you know, you're like, what is that hanging down? You just contour it and a little bit right under my chin. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take the Mary Kay translucent powder And I'm going to take the big all over powder brush and literally just go over it. This is the key, y'all. I'm not kidding you. This gives you that flawless look. People go, oh, your makeup looks so nice, you know, so flawless. It's because of this powder. See how that just blends it in so nice? We need the other side, give a little bit too. All right. Then I'm going to, so that was the latte contour and then the translucent powder. And then I'm going to finish my lips. This is the rose lip liner. So I've already done one side. And the rose is great for any kind of pink color. You can color it in or not. So I put my rose, and then I'm using this Paparazzi pink. This is a color that Mary Kay came back out with, and I thought it looked good with my pink look today. Just like that. And then I take a little bit of the Mary Kay Lip Primer, and you can put it all over your lips first, but I usually just take it, and when I'm done, and I just kind of wipe off if I got any lipstick on there. And this helps my lipstick not to bleed, not to feather, and not to bleed. Okay. And then if I wanted to, I could take, all right, that was a lip primer. Okay, I could take a little, this is called Sheer Illusion Lip Gloss. So I could take just a little bit of this, put it in the middle, gives you that sexy pouty look. Okay, what time is it? All right, so 20 minutes later, did a lot of talking. I did the whole look. See, so that is my pink power look. Let me look at these comments. Here we go. Okay, Florence, good. Kathy Malone, awesome. Glad y'all are on here. Valerie, Edith, great. So that is my quick look, you guys. And so what I want to do is tell you a couple specials we're going to do for this look. Let me fluff and puff my hair back up since that looked kind of stupid. But I thought it might get in the way of my look here. Okay. I don't know about that look either, but it's a pink power look. Okay. It's not that hard to do, you know, and it just takes a little bit of practice. And of course, like right now, it looks like I need to touch up the other side. But anyway, y'all got the idea. The other's been on since early this morning. I want to give y'all a couple of specials. So let me just get right here and get the specials. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for the specials for tonight. If you purchase $50 of any of the stuff that I mentioned tonight, okay, if you make at least a $50 order, then you will get $10 additional of free product. Okay, so you could add up. So let's say your order was $60. We're just going to minus 10. All right, so you spend 50, you get 10 free. If you spend 100, you get 20 free. If you spend 150, you get 40 free. And if you spend 200, you get 65 free in additional product. So that's the deal for tonight. I will post this as well on the website, so in case you forgot what I said. But all you have to do is let your consultant know what you want. Okay, that's all you have to do. And then she will give you the specials. All right. So you want to message her after this is over and say, hey, I was on the Pink Power Look event, and this is what I want to order, and I want to get the special. Okay. The other thing is you're going to want to fill out the customer feedback form that I'm going to post in the comments of this video after it's over. You'll just click on it and it'll ask you, what event did you watch? And you say the Pink Power Look. And then you can answer the questions. That gets you in the drawing. Now, I want to give you another way to get in the drawing, because I'm going to be doing the drawing next week for $100 of free product. Okay. I have actually last month I gave $125. I have this packet that I put all kind of fun stuff in it. Katie, Bonera won, and so she was so excited. So anyway, you will want to fill it out so you can get in the drawing. And so then I am going to, let's see where my little thing is. Here we go, right here. On Wednesday night, hang on just a minute. Here we go. Okay, on Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be doing a little Zoom call. And if you've never been on Zoom, it's a lot of fun. It's where it looks like the Brady Bunch, where you have all the squares and everybody can see everybody. But anyway, I'm just going to share a little bit about Mary Kay, about 20 minutes. Might be something that you might want to do, or it could be somebody that you know someone that would want to do it. But just for listening, even if you just get on there just to listen, your name is going to get in that drawing for that $100 again. All right. And so if you would like to get on that, all you have to do is message your consultant and go send me the link, and we'll send you the link to get on there just to find out a little bit more about the company. We just had a seminar last week, and Mary Kay broke records, like the best year Mary Kay has had. 32 units did over $1 million in sales. That broke the record from 1998. That was $28 million directors. So many records were broken in the year of 2020, 2021, the year of the pandemic. So unbelievable. You know why? Because people are still going to wash their face. No matter what, if you're locked up, you're like, I'm still going to take care of myself. So when I get through all this mess, I'm not going to look like a hag, right? So people are still using cleanser. They're still using moisturizer. And you know what? They're not going as many places, so they have some income to spend. So anyway, it might be something that you would like to do just for some extra money. And honestly, I tell you the truth, it is to get in, it's only $30. That's for an eStart, gives you a website and a ProPay account so you can take credit cards, or you can do it for $130. That's the starter kit and the eStart, and that gives you $400 worth of products and materials and samples and everything like that to get started. And so it's pretty easy to get going in Mary Kay. So that's what I got for y'all tonight. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. But what I would like to end up with is this. What is your favorite Mary Kay go-to product? Like, of all your Mary Kay products, I know it's hard. I want you to tell me what 1 or 2 products that you like. These are my favorite. Like, if they ever quit selling this, I'm going to be ticked off. And so I'll start out at, well, I really am not going to start out because I like every single one of them. If you could see everything in my bathroom, you would not even believe all the products that I have. But anyway, I want to know what your favorite product is. So I want you to comment that in the comment section just so we would know. And if you have any questions, I'm going to get off of this and I'm going to go read all the comments and answer any questions. But you guys, thank you for jumping on here tonight. And I hope you've learned something. In fact, if you'd like to, you could even say what you learned tonight, okay, for the pink power look. All right. It's easier than it looks, right? All right. Thank you, everybody. I always try to keep these less than 30 minutes. So come back next Monday for another demo night of some products that we have. Okay. Thanks, everybody.